It is time for our Seen and Unseen segment where we expose the big cultural stories of the day. President Trump dons his producer's hat. Thomas Jefferson is overthrown by his own darn hometown. And why Meghan McCain might be leaving The View. Joining us now is the guy you've been waiting for with all the details is Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor and New York Times bestselling author. That's nice, isn't it? Of the new book, Will Wilder, The Amulet of Power. Hey, Raymond, how are you?
Hi. Hey, Tammy. Great to be with you.
Good. Nice to see you. What's going on out there in the world?
See you. Well, as you know, the president's taking a lot of flack for this 4th of July celebration, but I've been doing a little research, Tammy, and that hardware that they're giving him so much trouble over, the hardware that his administration has brought to D.C., it's actually tame by historical standards. While people are saying Trump's acting like a dictator by parading these weapons and, as a guest told me last night, he's compensating for something, I don't think any of that is true. Okay? For some context, this is FDR's inauguration in 1941. There's a row of tanks all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay? Wow. Now, we're going to go to a shot of Eisenhower's inaugural from 57. Wow. He had missiles rolling through the Capitol. Then there's JFK's inaugural, more of the same. And in 1970, Nixon hosted an Honor America event with Bob Hope and Jack Benny, Glenn Campbell and Kate Smith sang. They probably dragged poor Kate Smith away today. And in 1986, when the Statue of Liberty reopened after a refurbishing, which Lee Iacocca, who just died, raised $500 million to rehab, President Reagan hosted a 3-day Liberty weekend in New York, and it included singers, televised events, fireworks, and yes, flyovers. None of this is new. And I believe, Tammy, it's part of Trump's leadership style. He's a producer at heart. He likes to project images. And here he's trying to revive, I think, respect for the military and a sense of patriotism. And I think we need the unity now.
Well, we do. And it's also, you know, what the president has brought forward is a renewed optimism. And part of the nation, you know, in a lot of ways, the left wants to, we certainly know they want to erase history, but they want to say they support the troops, but they want to erase the military, strangely. And this reminds us of our power. And I find it heartening and optimistic and fun. You know, I guess the left can't have any fun anymore.
Well, I kind of like the idea that he's bringing the military and military families, they're going to have pride of place at this celebration. He's bringing them into what is normally, let's face it, a day when families get together and barbecue and set off fireworks. I think he's almost elevating July 4th, and that's smart. It's similar to what he's doing on July 17th. He announced a rally, a re-election rally on July 17th in North Carolina. That's the same day Robert Mueller will be testifying on Capitol Hill. Again, smart producing, Tammy. He knows what he's doing.
And the ultimate troll. Now, moving on here, too, from one of our favorite guys. Raymond, there's news today that City Council in Charlottesville, Thomas Jefferson's own hometown, voted to do away with his birthday. What is that story about?
Look, this is just like that Washington mural we've been talking about. They're taking the mural out of a San Francisco high school. Jefferson's birthday has been struck from his hometown's calendar because he owned slaves. Now, they replaced the day with something called Liberation and Freedom Day, Tammy. Now, that marks the moment when Union troops took Charlottesville in 1865. Now, we've got to be honest, most of the founding fathers owned slaves. Now, that doesn't make it right, okay? But to my mind, it's only a matter of time before Monticello and Mount Vernon go the way of the Kate Smith statue in Philly. They're going to strike everything. Look, the sin of slavery remains with us. It's a horrible stain on America's conscience and its soul, but it's not all of our story. And I do think there has to be a repentance and a forgiveness and a sense of the totality of a man's life. Jefferson did a lot of incredible things most of us will never accomplish. The stain of slavery remains with him and his entire generation, but I don't think you just whitewash people or their memory because of it. This is a bad move by Charlottesville. It's his town. He founded the university there. He was born there. The plantation was there. To tell the whole story, good and bad.
Yeah. We are a nation that has become a better nation and a people who have become a better people for a reason, deliberately. All right. Now, Raymond, I have to get your reaction to the new reports that Meghan McCain is considering leaving her current gig at The View, obviously very high profile there. Does this come as any surprise to you? What's going on?
You know, Tammy, I'm not sure about this story. I think I know too much about The View, like you. You know, look, it's no secret that Meghan's clashed with her on-air co-host, usually over politics. Watch.
I don't get to talk. Just wondering if I can say something.
Well, well, here's the deal.
Well, I just want to make clear.
Hold on, I let y'all talk, and I said nothing. We have to go to break. If there's more to say, if you want to say more, then we'll come back and say more.
Fine. Being a sacrificial Republican every day,
well,
I'm just trying
listen,
to.
Here's the thing.
Oh, don't feel bad for me. I'm paid to do this. Okay?
Let me just finish.
Yeah, but part of your job is to listen to me.
Sources are telling the Daily Beast that McCain feels like a caged animal, and she may exit The View, Tammy, when her contract comes up. Now, 2 quick points. ABC says they expect everybody to return to the show next season, and this show needs heat. Without McCain, that's going to fall pretty flat. That said, does this feel like a contract ploy to you, Tammy?
Well, it seems very close. If they are, you've noted they're in negotiations. Sometimes this happens. And whatever it takes, I suppose. Look, it's television. I did The View a number of years ago, and then it was very scripted. And I would find it hard to believe that they go out onto that stage without knowing where everyone is going to go and where they're going to land. But then personal relationships get developed or get ruined. And that's what we don't know in the background there. But it's, I want everyone to work. I want everyone to do well. I want all conversations to happen. And if this is negotiations, then good luck to her.
Well, Tammy, you know, the drama and the rivalries and the backstabbing, that's all part of the drama that keeps the View engine running. And I think that's what we're seeing here.
Well, probably. Raymond, it is fabulous to be on with you, dear. Great job. Thank you so much.
It's my honor. Thank you, Tammy.
Raymond Arroyo, happy 4th of July.